evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, Rotorua District Council has appointed Hemi Rolleston and Gina Rangi to the board of Grow Rotorua. Police are appealing for information relating to an assault that occurred in Kurau Park early yesterday morning, and a big rugby finals weekend for the Waikato Bay of Plenty region. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Rotorua District Council has announced the appointment of Hemi Rolleston and Gina Rangi to the board of Grow Rotorua. The appointment was announced exclusively to City News by Mayor Kevin Winters.
We've appointed 5 directors onto the new CCO called Grow Rotorua, or Whakatipu Rotorua, and today we're announcing the other 2 directors, who are Gina Rangi and Hemi Rolleston, to join the other 5 to join the team to really promote and grow the Rotorua economy through the sustainable economic growth strategy that we've developed. So I'm delighted to have Hemi and Gina joining the team.
Police are appealing for information relating to a sexual assault that occurred in Kurau Park early yesterday morning. The victim, a local woman, was walking home through the park when she was grabbed by 2 male offenders and assaulted. The incident occurred between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the area of the park that was only 30 metres from Ranulph Street and the roundabout intersection with Arawa Street. Detective Senior Sergeant Dezane Smith says stranger attacks of this nature are thankfully incredibly rare, and it's important when they do occur the whole community pulls together with police to identify the offenders as quickly as possible. Police are keen to speak to anyone who was in the area of the park early yesterday morning, particularly between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m, who saw or heard anything suspicious. Now, information can be provided anonymously via Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Local mums showed their commitment to breastfeeding by taking part in the annual Big Latch On event at Rotorua Library. The Big Latch On was created in New Zealand in 2005 and now takes place in 25 other countries. Organiser Chris Garr-Rudman says in the end it's all about what's best for baby and mother.
It's great to have so many women here, and they're all latched on, so it's good. We can count them all, Last year we had Plunkett venue and this venue, and we had 5 here, and Plunkett had 5, and this year there's also the parent centre, so we don't know how they've done yet.
It's really important that we promote breastfeeding as being the normal for every mum, for every baby. It gives them the best start in life, and it's really fantastic to see so many women still feeding their babies as old as 17 months, 18 months we have here today, and it really does build the foundation for good health.
The paralytic shellfish toxin health warning, which has been in place since December last year, has been lifted for the wider Coromandel and Bay of Plenty coastline. Medical Officer of Health Dr Phil Schumark says the coastline from Tairua east along the Bay of Plenty, including Tauranga Harbour, Makatu and Waihi estuaries to the Whakatane Heads, are now safe. Also included are Matakana and Motiti Islands and all other inshore islands along this coastline. Dr Schumark says routine sampling indicates that the levels of shellfish toxin are now within safe limits for the Coromandel and Bay of Plenty. A family-friendly New Year's Eve celebration is being planned by the Events and Venues team. Events manager Martin Croft says there's going to be something for every reveller this New Year's Eve.
What we'll see this year is a lot more entertainment during the day on that particular day. In the CBD along to Tanakai Street in particular, we're going to bring in street theatre, we're going to have the market up and running, we're doing a lot to encourage people to come into town early. Then we know people are going to go and have something to eat, which is great, which we want them to do. And then we'll be a show down here at the Village Green, which will kick off around about 6, finish when it gets dark, fireworks, lasers. What we'll then be doing is encouraging everyone to go back into the CBD or go home to finish off the night at home. Those that want to celebrate in the CBD, there'll be an area which will be focused around entertainment. Again, the night market stalls will be there, and food, a bit of celebratory drinks, I imagine, for a few, and so that'll be happening up till midnight. And then what we'll see down here is a huge fireworks display, bigger than we've done before, which is something I'm really excited about. For those people who have gone home, it won't be the end for them. They'll be able to see those fireworks. We're taking them further out into the lake. They'll be bigger than we've done before, so definitely a great experience that particular night. But then on top of that, the following day, we're going to have activity again down in the CBD. So we want people to come back in and spend as much time as possible, whether you're visiting Rotorua or whether you're a resident here, and just spend the time celebrating that whole period together.
And in sport tonight, the climax to the PGG Wrightson Baywide Club rugby season will take place at the Tauranga Domain tomorrow when the 5 Baywide finals are played out. Taking centre stage on the number 1 field at 3 p.m. is the Premier final between defending champions Te Puke Sports and local contender Rotoiti. Last year, Te Puke Sports reached their first Bay-wide Premier crown when they came from behind to defeat Whakarewarewa. The Premier final sets up a classic Bay of Plenty intercity contest, with Rotoiti making their first finals day appearance since 2006. And of course, if you can make it across there to Tauranga Domain at 3 p.m, get in behind the Rotoiti boys. And we can't forget, of course, the other big rugby game on tomorrow, the Super 15 rugby final in Hamilton. The Sharks don't stand a chance, so go the Chiefs. Let's check out the weather now, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited for the weekend. So tonight, occasional showers, northeasterlies, an overnight low of 8. For tomorrow, big sports day, of course, or occasional showers, northeasterlies, a high of 14 and a low of 7. And the outlook forward to Sunday, mainly fine, that's good news. Light winds, a high of 14 and a low of 6. And to the marine forecast for tomorrow, easterlies 10 knots, rising to 15 knots late morning and easing to 10 knots at night. Waves less than half a metre. Fair visibility in a few showers, clearing in the evening. And don't forget to check out our program listings and upcoming events in our great city. You can go to tvrotorua.co.nz. And coming up after the break, Carly Jackson wraps up the Fire and Ice Midwinter Festival with Kylie Lang. Alan Solomon checks out the DIY wedding workshop. And I talk rugby with the Bay of Plenty Rugby Union Wairiki Chairman Trevor Albert.